Well, hey there. You're about to learn some interesting and fairly unusual things you might have never heard before. So by all means, grab yourself a drink, sit back, and enjoy. Let's go. The popular website Wikipedia is managed by bots. Bots are software applications designed to automatically perform repetitive tasks online, often mimicking human behavior. The Wikipedia community is somewhat divided, though, on the value of bot-written entries. Some say that bots can create large numbers of correctly formatted articles, while others say many articles are perceived as bland and uninformative. The Eiffel Tower in Paris is so much of a tourist draw that it must employ 350 people daily. Maintaining, operating, and welcoming visitors to the iconic Eiffel Tower requires a large workforce. If laid end to end, a human's blood vessels could circle the Earth roughly 2 times. The total length of a human's blood vessels is estimated to be around 60,000 miles, while the Earth's circumference is approximately 25,000 miles. Did you know that McDonald's is the world's largest toy distributor? Not including Santa Claus at Christmas, of course. Really, though, McDonald's distributes around 1.5 billion toys each year, which is more than Hasbro and Mattel. McDonald's includes a toy with every Happy Meal, and 20% of all McDonald's sales include a toy. And there you have it. If you're a lake lover, then head over to Canada. That's because it has more lakes than any other country in the world combined, nearing between 2 to 3 million of them. The largest lake in Canada is Lake Superior, covering 50,000 square miles. We all have upside-down vision. What I mean is, our human eyes actually perceive images upside down because of how light bends on the curved cornea, but the brain corrects it. An image projected onto the retina at the back of the eye is upside down, but the brain decodes it so that we see the world upright.
Isaac Newton, most famous for formulating the theory of universal gravitation, is said to have been deeply invested in the study of alchemy, devoting a significant portion of his time and writing to the subject. In fact, many consider it was an obsession for him, given the extensive amount of notes and experiments he conducted. Newton wrote more on the subject of alchemy than on mathematics and physics combined. The record for the longest breath-holding time underwater is incredibly over 24 minutes. In March 2021, Budimir Shobat of Sisak, Croatia, set this world record. He trained for 3 years to achieve this, and he purposely hyperventilated with pure oxygen before his attempt, and focused on his heartbeat while underwater. I'm getting a bit winded just talking about this. Have you any guess what the oldest known musical instrument is? It's the flute. A flute made from cave bear bones was discovered by archaeologists in Slovenia in 1995, and is estimated to be around 50,000 years old. Some of the earliest music itself, however, was likely made using drum-based instruments like sticks and rocks, which were the most readily available at the time. The city of Amsterdam in the Netherlands is built on millions of wooden poles. True story. Geological estimates state that the city is supported by around 11 million poles to prevent sinking into the soft ground beneath it, as the city sits largely below sea level. These poles on average are typically 15 to 20 meters long. Forests can create rain. Really? Through a process called the biotic pump, forests draw so much water from the soil that they can actually generate rain clouds. Trees absorb water from the soil and release it as water vapor through their leaves, adding moisture to the air. The vapor can then condense into clouds when it reaches cooler atmospheric levels. How about that? Magiricophobia may be a hard word to pronounce, but it's a real condition. Magiricophobia is an extreme fear of cooking, and people with this condition will likely avoid cooking altogether, or even just the thought of it. They may be afraid of cooking for large groups, cooking for themselves, or making specific foods. They may also worry about making mistakes or dwell on past mistakes that could be embarrassing or traumatizing.
How about this for a happy accident? Oprah Winfrey was originally named Orpah, after a biblical figure in the Book of Ruth, but it was misspelled on her birth certificate. The name Oprah stuck. Well, at least he tried. The American Civil War began on the farm of Wilmer McLean, who then moved his family more than 100 miles south to escape the fighting, only to have the war end at his new house at Appomattox. The iconic shark in the 1975 movie Jaws was nicknamed Bruce after Steven Spielberg's lawyer. The mechanical shark was notoriously unreliable, leading to many of the film's delays and suspenseful shots, featuring only the shark's fin. The hit movie True Lies from 1994, directed by James Cameron, was the first film to have a production budget exceeding $100 million. Cameron would later break his own record with his even grander movies, Titanic and Avatar. The coldest known place in the universe is the Boomerang Nebula, where temperatures drop to negative 458 degrees Fahrenheit or negative 272 degrees Celsius. That's just 1 degree above absolute zero. The prime meridian, located at Greenwich, England, is the 0-degree longitude line from which all other longitudes are measured. It is the starting point for the world's time zones, known as Greenwich Mean Time, or GMT. Did you like those? Or were there any that stood out to you the most? Let us know in the comments. Of course, your general thoughts and comments are welcome too. Thanks, and see you in the next video.